local filmmakers, amateur filmmakers, and professional filmmakers. It's such a gift to be able to make films and get them seen by a real live audience, and that's like the gift of Kick the Ladder for us. And so thank you for being here and being the audience. This is going to be an awesome night. We have 21 films tonight that were... Yes. If you've never been here before, this is 21 films that were made this week with rules that came from these dice. So everyone had 1 week to make a 1-minute film unless the dice tells them to make it shorter or make it in less time. So that's basically the rules for Kick the Ladder. I'll go into those later. Let's come out of breath, honestly. I built this frame and everything like today. Yeah. Just finished. Cool. So next is, what is next here? The KTL Show, right? Is it? Oh, there we go. Yeah. Let's go into this a little bit deeper. So essentially, you have 3 dice. The first die is right there, exactly 1, exactly 3, exactly 5 kind of thing. And then you have a bunch of things like people, locations. Those dice come together where it's like exactly 3 people or 3 locations or whatever that is. And then the third die will tell you a more specific rule, like all shots must be a point of view shot, or all shots must be on a phone. So that's how we play. Again, it's 1 minute to make 1 week to make a 1-minute film, and that's what we're watching tonight. Let's go next. This is the dice video. Yes, this is the dice video that was made last week in about 8 hours. So this is something really cool about the dice videos, is after we film here tonight, we just or after we do this, we film here right after and do a dice video, and that just determines all the rules for the next week. So this is Brett Schultz. Brett Schultz is going to be directing all the dice videos for this season. So without further ado, here is the dice video for this week. So if that wasn't clear, we had to do everything in one cut. So basically 2 clips. You could start that cut anywhere you want, and then make the story about the story from the perspective of one inanimate object. So that's what we're watching tonight. All filmmakers, no matter what level of filmmaking they are in, they're all playing the same game. We're all using the same restrictions, and that's what's really cool about what we do here. Next is debuts. Cool. So debuts means that this is the first film they've ever directed in their entire life. And I think that is awesome. That's so cool. And this is also a great reminder to the audience that we're all seriously at different levels. There are people that have done film for 20 years, and there's people that have done films for the first time this week. So that's really exciting. I think all art forms and all medium of art is very good for the collective conscious for us to explore what reality is through an art form, because it can give language to things that aren't like words. Yeah. Like music and film and all that stuff could give language to stuff that's not words. Currently, film is really living. I used to have a talk thing here, so I'm going to just say that real quick. Or a slide to announce that I'm going to talk. So I'm going to talk. Yeah. So basically every medium of art has a way for improvisation. So if you're wanting to just do painting, you could just get a glass of wine and just paint. You could do, with jamming with a band or freestyle with rap. Every medium of art has that. Even shooting has like shooting from the hip, and comedy has improv. But film does not have making films in real time. Film is such a planned medium where it's like, oh, you're inspired to make a film? Now that inspiration, you have to hold and carry that inspiration for 2 years before that film's ever made. And rarely does it even get seen by a real live audience. So if you think about like jamming and getting in that pocket and being right on time and in real time, you're feeling it and playing it at the same time, kick the ladder. So far, we're doing it weekly. And I think when we do things even shorter times, when we roll like one day, you start to really see what your intuition and your consciousness is telling you. And it's really surprising when you don't have much time to overthink it, which film is currently existing in the left brain of the world. It's like film is 142 years old or something like that, and it's just been a left brain medium, and I think that's a bad thing. I don't think it's bad that it exists there, but just that it's exclusively there, and film hasn't gone into the right brain where you're just making films as you're feeling, almost in real time. And I think that's really exciting. I think that film is going to get to that point, and that is a day I'm very much looking forward to. Anyway, starting with the rest of the night, here is our first debut of the night, actually the only debut of the night. So here it is. Who is it?
No, Steve, listen to me. I can't have you talk to me like this anymore. I can't. I need someone who's not going to say hurtful things to me. Someone who loves me for who I truly am. I can't do this anymore. It's over. Steve, it's over. What would I do without you, Mr. Bear?
Reunited and it feels so good. Reunited 'cause we understood.
Yeah! Hand up, hand up, hand up, hand up, hand up. Hey, that was awesome. I really loved the shots you had in that, like just really simple and locked down, and just really, I loved that how that looked. So
thank you.
Did you shoot that or?
Yeah, I just shot it a couple hours ago.
Oh, nice.
On my phone.
Nice.
Mr. Bear helped me out.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that. I love the slow push-in. I feel like I wasn't connected to any inanimate object until that push-in, and then it actually gave it like an emotion to the bear. So that was a really nice touch there. So what do you normally do? Are you you're an actor?
I'm
I
an
assume,
actor.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
so I'm trying. I came here last week for the first time.
Oh, cool.
So I'm trying to like start making more things.
Nice.
So
Good.
Yeah.
I mean, I loved it. Yeah. You really did have good shots. Obviously, I can't really judge the editing because it's one cut, but that was
Yeah.
great. It looked really good. So,
Thank
does
you.
anyone have any questions or anything? Yes, Millie.
Yeah, where'd you get that bear? Because I want one. Actually, so it's from Costco, but
I knew it.
Yeah.
It's a Costco size.
We've been through a lot together, me and
Yeah.
Mr. Bear.
Here we go. I'm going to give you your debut frame. Oh, yeah, so there's that. And then here is your 11J frame. Hey! There you go.
so
Great
much.
work. Yeah. Next up is Millie!
Oh, he's so cute.
Oh, you're a pretty cute bunny.
Oh, no, you are.
No, you stop.
Excuse me, sir, how many carrots do...
Beanie
Baby roll, stop.
doing in here?
Playing video games.
Yeah.
Playing video games, huh?
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto.
He's part of the video games?
The Beanie Babies are watching.
They're watching. I'm calling the doctor. He's gonna watch something.
No.
Yes?
Please, the doctor's hands are so cold.
Too bad.
Don't cry. Don't cry. We still got our Beanie Babies.
I want to see him again.
It's okay. We still got the Beanie Babies.
This is the last time I see them.
Then let's make it count.
Forever.
Beanie Baby World forever.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was crazy, man.
Who helped you with this one?
Brett helped me with this one, and Rick chimed in last minute.
Nice.
No, I wish we would have done another take because I was trying so hard not to laugh. No, this was a really cool experience. I'm getting comfortable with being a director and like being
Nice.
specific.
I love that.
Cause like it was kind of awkward. I was like, "Is this idea?" And then I was collaborating with Brett, but just being confident in your idea, I guess, is really important.
I love that.
Yeah.
And you've made didn't you debut here?
It wasn't my first ever short film, but it was my first.
You're
KTL.
like 3 films or 2 films in.
This is my second directing.
Yeah, I love that.
So, yeah.
That's cool. Cool. Sweet. Here we go. Hey, some flowers. Good work. Next is Hetty. Yeah.
So then Rachel, who was completely incapacitated by that point, by the way, decided to leave the bonfire by herself. And I was like, no, girl, that is not safe. Stay in the pack. But Linda acted like I was being anti-feminist by thinking Rachel wouldn't be okay on her own, but like she was drunk. I wasn't trying to perpetuate the patriarchy. I just was worried. And then all of a sudden it's Monday and no one is texting me.
Oh man, that sounds really, really.
Don't say it. Don't you do it. Don't you dare.
Intense.
Fork you.
Yeah, Hetty, Hetty,
So yeah, I was camping and I had my gear and I was like, what can I film? So yeah, and then I asked Isaac and Audrey if they would do the voiceover and they did it, which was awesome.
Yeah, it was fun. Also, I read it wrong. I was supposed to be the tent and Audrey was supposed to be the fork.
I liked how it turned out though. Yeah. It was funny. Yeah. Because you were so chill. You're like, yeah. Oh really?
My parents always said I make a better fork than a tent, so.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Does anyone have any questions? Yeah.
This is a little in the weeds, but did you make the sound graphics? Did you make those reactive to the voice?
Yeah, which is like the big thing I learned from doing this. Yeah.
Cool.
So like I did it in After Effects,
Yeah,
and it's actually not that hard, but yes.
So when you're talking, when it hears the sound, it just moves with it.
Yes. Yeah,
Wow.
it's this thing you do. It's a keyframe assistant in After Effects, and it's pretty simple. I YouTubed it, and
Wow.
yeah.
I love that. That's a really helpful
Yeah.
tool for like music videos and stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't like hand keyframe all that stuff.
Right.
No.
Jeez.
I ain't got time for that.
That's amazing. I
Yeah.
love that. Cool. Well, here we go. Hey! There it is.
Thank you.
Yeah, hey! Looking for my water bottle. I don't know where it is. Anyway, next up is Devin!
I waited for you today. I stood in the same spot I always do, but you weren't there. Did you see me? I waited for you today. School bells rang like sirens. Different. Little hearts flooded the field, beating loud and fast, and not a single one was yours. I stood in the same spot I always do. Did I miss you? I waited for you today. I'm starting to think you aren't coming. Maybe you went home early. Maybe you'll be waiting for me when I get there. Do you miss me? Wherever you are, please let me know. Because I want to be there too.
Wow. There you go. That was good. That was simple and powerful.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. It's not big chicken, but
Yeah. That's a film he made last week for context.
yeah. So further context, I guess. Before I moved here, I was a teacher for 10 years.
Oh wow.
And I taught every grade from like little babies all the way up to adult babies. And but like I have like a special soft spot for like the youngings.
Yeah.
So you know when the news broke, and then I was also thinking about what Chase talked about last week about how he was affected by it, and it was just like I felt like I had to say something.
Yeah.
So I Kim Young let me use his classroom. Thank you so much. And I wrote the poem, and then I had my friend Kristen do the voiceover for it, and I also wanted her especially to do it because she is also a teacher, but she's also a mother, so it kind of came full circle. So
yeah,
that's
cool. Thanks for making that.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any questions or thoughts on that? Yes, Audrey.
Just how did you decide what would be in that shot? Because it
Yeah.
seemed very specific what you had set up.
So I knew that I wanted to use the lunchbox, which I got from Kelly. Thank you, Kelly. So I knew I wanted to use the lunchbox, and originally my idea was to have like a lunchbox in sort of like a kindergarten cubby.
Yeah.
But then, I used what was available to me, and it just so happens that like the candy and the painting were just like things that Kim Young's students had left in the classroom. And once I saw like the pink candies messing with the pink floral pattern and then the pink on the drawing, I was like, this is like perfect, so it all just kind of fell into place on its own.
Yeah, that was great. I
Yeah.
loved how simple and powerful that was. So
thank you.
That was great. Oh, so cool. Here we are. There it is. Yeah. Next up is Lucas.
Where are we? Where's the couch? Shut up. Beer? No. I'm your worst nightmare. Wait, you look like beer. Yeah, you look exactly like a beer. Well, Listen, your lives are over. No! Shut up. This is all that remains of my family. Oh! Memorial Day! You will know my pain. Jordan! Jordan! Oh my God! Ow! Oh what are you doing? Oh my God! Lucas? Hey, are you awake? I don't feel so good.
Trent, where are you?
I'm down here! Oh my God! Drink him. Ew!
Yeah.
The beer series is continuing.
The beer series, of course. Well, as soon as you rolled inanimate object, I was like, we gotta make more beer.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was fun. I think the goal for this week was like not compromising on our idea just because of the cuts. Like I was like, it's really hard doing like jokes without like quick cuts.
Right.
And then also we were like, yeah, let's do more green screen because that would be easy. You know.
VFX stuff.
Yeah. No. So our buddy Isaac helped us. Isaac Life, and then Jordan right there. Of course, he wrote it, and then yeah. And he put his face on a Jack Daniels bottle.
So Isaac did that? Put the VFX on?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
that was great. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. So. Yes.
How'd you do the lights?
And Kara helped as well. So we kind of had to like coordinate and puppeteer because we couldn't. So we had 2 lamps that were like hidden. And then as soon as Jordan got pulled off frame, he was like moving the light like this, and Kara was moving the light like this, and then I was just being an idiot, and yeah.
Nice. Cool. Well, here we are.
No, you're not.
Hey!
Thank you.
I feel off, honestly.
Great.
It's just because I was like, I didn't even get to see anyone before. I just like ran from this like storage area next to a bunch of rakes and just came out here. It's like I edited that intro like while you guys were here, so that's why we were like pushing the time back. So I just need to put that out there. Give me more freedom. Here it is. Next up is Nick. Yeah!
Listen, man, thank you so much for helping me with this. It really means a lot.
Yeah, man, no problem. One question, what are we doing?
Laundry.
Yeah, I thought you were kidding there. Why?
Listen, I know it's gonna sound weird, but last time I did laundry, things got a little strange. And I want to make sure I'm not just seeing things.
Oh yeah, that's not weird at all. And you're not seeing things.
Okay, shut up and just help me do this, please.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm your friend, so I'm gonna help you fold your laundry like your book.
Thank you, Forrest. I appreciate that. That's very funny, Forrest.
That was not me.
The fuck?
If you get 24 frames, you become an S1 and you get a walk-on song. So that's what he is.
Thank you.
For people that didn't know, I'm sure that was a lot of fun to be like, wow, that laundry one really got the crowd. What I loved about that is when you whip pan to Forrest running, I was thinking, you already used your cut. How are you going to get out of this one? You need an ending.
Just pan.
And you whipped back, and there was the monster, and I was so satisfied with that. That was really good. So.
Yeah, thank you. I was blind during that, so it just worked out, fortunately, that I kind of just followed Forrest and then waited by the doorstep, roaring.
Could you tell us who helped you out with this one?
Yeah, so Matt DP'd that. And Forrest was Forrest. I got to thank Matt in particular because like there was the TV was off at first, and like Matt was like, okay, no, we can't film that because we're gonna see Forrest throwing laundry at him, and then you know that it actually was Forrest, and we can't have that.
That's smart.
Yeah.
I was wondering how you did the effect of the sock coming towards him.
Forrest threw a shirt at me. Yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
In the film, it wasn't him.
Movie magic. Does anyone have any questions? Yes, Brett.
What was the laundry monster made out of? I assume
laundry.
Yeah.
Like me, and then with like just dangled shit everywhere. Towels were very useful in that too.
So it literally was just resting on you?
Yeah.
Isn't that what all laundry does?
One towel was tucked in. I had like shirts like folded in, and I was using all the holes possible. And then shorts were just laid on top of my head.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Sweet. Well, here you go.
Beautiful.
Hey! Focus this over there. Is that the post office? Yeah.
Oh,
Nick
that's
Hahn.
important. Thank you.
Yeah. Good work, man. Yeah. Next up is Rachel. Yeah. I feel like you're pushing the rule there with just because I know you enough to be like, I'm going to do it from the perspective of an inanimate object.
Maybe a little bit. Just for old times.
I love it. Did you start Luna Media? Is that a new production company that you're starting?
It's a name. It is not a company. I'm not filing taxes.
But you're starting to use that name under your films? Oops.
Yeah.
Cool. Sorry, this thing's really figuring this one out. Was that at work?
It was at work.
Nice. Is that what you do?
Thankfully, not all the time. I do box office, so just giving people their tickets. That's
Close to
actually how many
retirement.
days I've been alive. I looked that up.
Oh, nice. Wow, that's cool. Sweet. Any questions? Sweet. Here we are. Hey! The bank. Next is Schuyler! Yeah!
No, you cannot be in here right now.
I wanted to see you again.
No, actually, I don't want to see you. I told you not to come, so I need you to leave. Okay? The bar is for paying customers.
Okay, well then I'll have an espresso.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
An espresso? You're not gonna
Please.
leave. You're gonna drink a freaking espresso.
Fucking please.
You don't even like coffee.
Oh, no, not espresso. No. Okay, come on. Oh. All right, here we go. Here we go again. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, whoa. Yeah. All right, fine. Oh, it's not hot. It doesn't burn her. It doesn't burn you, does it? Oh, God, I hope this guy brushed his teeth. Oh, man. Oh, look at this weirdo. Okay, yeah, just put me right down. Gross. Okay, I'm done. Wash me.
Yes, Schuyler! I really liked the subplot that was going on there.
Thank you.
Yeah, I loved how you're having two things going. Who helped you with this one?
Okay, so that was just me and Scout, and Gea helped with the filmmaking, and the voiceover of the espresso cup was just a random guy who was like, I'd like to be involved. And we were like, cool. He said, I do a really good Cartman voice. And I was like, I'd love to involve you. Someone has to voice this, so you might as well do it. And that was the owner of the restaurant.
Nice.
So shout out to Paul. Go to Paulino's.
Cool.
Paulino's. Hey, if you're lucky, Scout might be your server.
Nice.
So pull up to Paulino's, I guess. I told him I would shout out his restaurant.
Cool.
That was all I had to do.
Yes, Nick.
Was that
his Cartman impression?
Sorry.
No.
Was the mug his Cartman impression?
He was doing the Cartman impression like really casually, and he was kind of trying to show me like I can really like do a Cartman impression, and I just said do a voiceover. I showed him the shot, and then he took it from there, and it was one take. So I was like, that's all we needed. You were perfect.
Got a job over a Cartman impression. Yeah. Do you have a question?
You down that hot espresso? Like, was that really hot?
Fuck yes. I'm a barista. I'm a barista as a day job. So comfortably, absolutely. I'll down any espresso. I love espresso.
But it was hot, right? It's just right fresh out of there.
Yeah. Hey man, lungs of steel.
Lungs. Oh, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong.
Lungs.
Here we go. Hey! More balloons. They're working. These vaping espressos. Next is Forrest!
Jimmy, you're fucking letting on payments.
Just fucking go, man. Just fucking get out of here.
You can't tell me that now.
Just fucking get out of here.
No, I'm gonna stay here until I get the goddamn money.
No. How about this, huh?
Is that how you want to play it?
Yeah.
This would have been fucking easier if you just paid me, you dumbass.
I like that storytelling.
Thank you.
Now, was that a knife that it was?
It was a knife.
Oh man, that was really cool. I loved how it was like about to hit him and then it flipped over to the other person. That was like really simple and effective.
Oh, thank
really
you.
good. That was cool. Who helped you with this one?
Nick obviously was my other actor,
Nice.
and Matt did all the legwork to make sure like the. Because I shot on my iPhone and he was like, oh, here's a new app that you should download to make sure that everything looks good. And I was like, okay, put the settings on for me. So I credited him as DP for that.
Oh, nice.
Even though he was like, I didn't DP that. In my ear as it.
It's kind of your AC more than a DP.
Yeah.
But yeah, that works.
I didn't use it. Yeah, I spent like for a video that only had 2 shots in it. Like I spent like just an inordinate amount of time just editing it.
Yeah.
So, and I ended up just like not using one of the shots at all. Like there is an edit in there at the very end, but
is it just like a hidden cut?
It's like a hidden cut. Yeah.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that you bent that rule. Did you do the sound effects?
Yeah, I did all the sound effects.
Did you do? Did you find them online or did you make your own?
I made it myself. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I love that. Sweet. Does anyone
questions?
questions?
Yeah, how did you make sounds? So you said you made it yourself.
Yeah, so I had I spent so much time doing a bunch of different stuff. I don't remember like everything that I used exactly, but like I had knives I was like rubbing against like a chair and like against each other, and I think the sound of the knife going into the chest was like me like stabbing a box or something. Like I did a bunch of different things.
Nice. That was cool. The sound effect really helped it for me.
Yeah.
It was worth it.
I knew I could not like. It was not going to work without the sound.
Yeah.
So
As soon as I heard that, I was like, knife. So that was cool. Sweet. Here we go. Hey! That's a cool one. Thank you. Next is Paul Wood. See here. Yeah. Cool.
All right, all done with the onions now. So now it's on to the garlic. So we don't need any tears, huh? this soup. You're gonna like it so much, you're gonna wish you could stay here forever. Oh, I left the fridge open. Where's the kale? Did I take out the kale already, or is it in here?
Come on, let's go. But I want some too. What? Are you crazy? It sounds really good.
Awesome. I love that one. I loved the perspective. I loved like that it was out of focus background, just like all and the jokes, suspense, everything. It had everything. Cool. I laughed, I cried. I don't have, does anyone have any specific questions? Audrey, yes.
What inspired the idea for this?
I make a lot of soup. And I was trying to think of like how cool it would be to have like a camera follow a blade like up and down chopping, not necessarily for this but like for in general. And then I feel like I thought about it and like I woke up and I was like, oh, I know how to rig this like with my cell phone, so I figured that out.
Nice.
And then it was like, hey, kids, want to try it? So.
It looked like they didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you gonna post the soup recipe?
Am I gonna what?
Post the soup recipe.
The soup recipe.
Oh,
are you
sure,
gonna post it? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take some photos of it.
Yeah, on the Instagram. Yes, yeah.
How did you rig it?
So, I have like this metal kind of thing that like you know, like you have a phone clamp.
Yes.
Okay, it like screws onto this thing that has like a ball that like kind of rotates, and that like can sit flat and like. What is the thing called in a tripod where it actually like secures?
Quick release plate.
Yeah, like the plate. Okay, so it's shaped like a plate. So that's flat, and I just put it against the blade's handle and took gaff tape and wrapped it until it like wouldn't shake too much.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's simple.
So
yes, Kim Young.
How many takes did it take for Audrey to? Because it was smooth. She grabbed it and Ari.
Yeah, that was Ari.
Sorry. How many takes did that take for her to grab it and then kind of go in?
You like probably practiced it 3 or 4 times, and then we did maybe because that was all one take. We did probably 3 of those, and then 3 or 4 something like that, and then 2 or 3 of the other way. The other cut. Thanks, man.
Yeah, Hannah.
I just really appreciated the subtitles. I thought that was a nice touch because you got the whole script through everyone's reaction, so like nothing was lost. I just thought that was a great touch.
Oh, thanks. I just thought it sounded bad.
Yeah, James.
Okay, I have a question and a comment. Question is this in your head the same character from the KTL? Where
That is correct. Yes, that is same character, and
Some universe stuff there.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's why I just used the same shirt. Yeah.
Just the way you went from fun and funny to like actually like startling and like suspenseful, and then back to like just gut busting hilarity. Like was such an awesome journey for me.
Yeah,
thanks
I
so
agree
much.
with that, yeah.
Cool.
Also, we could give Ari a shout out. She was the actor in this one. Yeah. Ari is an actor. She's been training at Catapult, and she's been in a few KTL films, and she does a lot of great work. So if you need a great child actor, talk to Paul.
Yeah. Message me and such.
Yeah.
Anything else, guys?
No, I think we're great. Here we are.
All right.
Hey, again. He's like, can I go now? Next is John. Yeah.
Nice day on the balcony, getting some sun, relaxing, nothing on my plate, just here. Oh, people.
Here you go, little guy.
Little water on a bright sunny.
Babe, stop. Stop. It's the fake plant.
Oh, well, oops.
Sorry, dude.
I'm so wet. Fucking idiot. Not gonna be wet for days. I can't suck this shit in. I can't evaporate things on fucking plastic. Ugh.
Yeah.
There we go.
Also, his second film ever. He debuted last week and came back.
Well, you guys weren't that scary, so.
Yeah, good. I really liked how the water. I mean, I just maybe projected this or whatever, but like with the water just dripping, it looked like it was sad. It just felt really sad for a while. Then you.
Yeah,
realize,
just a little bit. There were so many different ways that I was thinking of taking it, and then my wife did some voiceover.
Oh, nice.
3 or 4 takes, and the emotions were all over the place every time. And it was like, babe, do you want to be angry? Do you want to be sad? Is this plant just exasperated and just over it all? What exactly are you going for? Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying the line. It's like, we'll work with it. But no, I think it came out well. Yeah, the water was entirely not planned. On the day of the shoot, I grabbed the plant and I was like, how much water will this actually hold? And none.
Nice.
So it was like, well, that's a new element. Let's deal with it.
Yeah.
So
I love that. Does anyone have any questions on that one? Yes, Brett.
Do you have a different option of the voiceover that you did really like?
Not from her. That was a compilation of all 3 or all 4 takes. I picked the.
So it wasn't different dialogue every time. It was just different feeling.
It was. There were different variations from each. Like sometimes it was fucking idiot. Sometimes it was damn people. And just things like that. So I had to listen and I had to pick and choose and do a lot of sound editing that time. And some of it didn't quite work out as well as I hoped. But some of it really worked. So
cool. Sweet. Well, here we are.
Christmas tree. All right, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think we got like eight or 9 more films. Does that sound right? Anyway, here's the next one. Jay! Yeah!
I don't know what I'm doing, Doc. She makes this all so difficult and frustrating for me when she always brings up this tiny little insignificant little detail from that one time I did something wrong, and then it just builds until it erupts into this big fight that like started over nothing. Like I got the sharp cheddar instead of the mild cheddar, and the flavor was too offensive to her, and I don't really know like how to make things right when you get mad over such little things, and it's so illogical. You know what I mean, Doc? Like you seem to be the only one whoever really gets me, you know? Like I don't know how I can connect with other people like I do with you.
That was a great little monologue you did there.
I know. I completely ad-libbed it about like 2 hours before I came here.
Oh, really? Nice.
It was 2 shots, so like I had to just throw it together. And also I use Premiere normally. It just crapped out on me, so I had to use Movie Maker. So the rule said helped. I just had to put them together.
I love that.
Yeah.
So yeah, using YouTube is content therapy.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, just like it started off like I'm coming up with an idea. My camera is always kind of like on my desk for streaming or whatever, so
Sure.
it's like, oh, I always kind of have this relationship here. So I don't know, there's something to explore there. And apparently, 50 pounds ago, 2 pillows used to fit into my thighs, like because those are my old fat pants that I used for setting up that model. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah. I lost weight recently.
Oh, good. Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah,
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
It's a positive.
That's a
Yeah.
good thing. Yeah. Congrats. That's awesome.
Those are the old pants. They fit for the model.
I got you now. How many takes did you do for that monologue?
I think maybe 2 or 3.
Okay.
I had limited time, and I was just kind of like, what are random therapy-related things that might be stereotypical people come up with, and just kind of use that as framework for ad-libbing.
Yeah.
Well
done.
Yeah,
Thank you.
really.
Yeah.
Because are you normally an actor, would
No.
you say? Yeah.
No.
So that's cool that you just
I'm-
ad-lib that.
Well,
He's like, no.
you know, not to call you out, but like I spent a lot of time behind the camera editing. My editing failed. Like it really leaned on my acting this time.
Yeah.
It's my weakness. So like
Wow,
that
I
was
love
that was scary and fun.
Nice.
So I'm
I
trying
like-
to get better at that one.
No,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I liked how real it felt. It just felt like you were just trying to talk. So
Yeah,
that's-
that's what I was trying to do.
Yeah, perfect. Any questions? Yes, Emily.
Did you run that monologue by anybody, or was
No.
that was it?
Yeah, I did that. Yeah, you're the first people to see this.
Nice.
That was like maybe 2 or 3 times. I kind of just centered around certain things, like okay, I'm gonna blame it all on someone else and keep blaming it and stuff like that, just to keep it consistent and something I could like ride on in a sense.
Nice.
And just keep going.
I love that. Yes.
Question for the world.
Okay.
Is
Scared.
that a setup that your character went to and someone else set that up, or is that a setup that your character made for themselves to confess?
Interesting. Yeah, because I was going to show up wearing the hat, but I didn't feel it was too hot. I didn't feel like wearing the hat, so it would kind of be like, I am that character too. But yeah, so it is kind of like that's just like their living room space, and they have the camera in front of them, so it is kind of just projecting that external interaction there. If I were to just ad-lib it like I am in the film.
Yeah.
too.
Nice. Yeah, good work. Here we are. Hey, that's pretty cool.
That's like 500,000.
Dude, good work, dude. Yes. Moving along, here we are. Andrew.
Let the warm
Congrats.
winner. Happy birthday.
I think you're forgetting something. Don't ever leave me again.
What the fuck?
That was awesome.
Thanks, man.
Who helped you with this one?
So I live with like a bunch of filmmaker and people.
Oh,
so it was
cool.
one of my good friend Ryan. I just popped into his room and I was like, hey, you want to help me? He was like, yeah, let's do it. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
I loved how it looked. I loved the shooting and everything like that, and also that it was like cutting to the phone when it turned on, and then the rack focus.
that was really fun. It's funny because he was just like laying on my bed in the corner, and then he was just like, "Hey Siri," and then like it would come on, and it was just a fun time, man. It was
so then you added the sound after.
Yeah. So he's like a master at editing, so he added like all that stuff, and we were like trying to think of like what the phone should say and everything. So that was something that like I was like just trying to find programs that would just have a voice like that, like Siri or something. And eventually I was just like held it up to his mic and we just recorded like a lot of that was things that like he had saved already, like in some program, and then other things we just recorded.
Nice.
Today, actually, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Did you film this today?
We filmed this on Tuesday, and then we just like put it all together today.
Nice. I love that.
It was fun.
Cool. Yes, Deanna.
How are you filming that first shot? Are you using a real camera and tapping your fingers?
Yeah, so that was super fun. So he is like kneeling like against my bed, and he's holding the camera. He's a camera, and I had my hands like set up. He just told me like where they should be, but it was like right underneath the lens.
Okay,
basically.
So you're not actually touching the lens.
I'm not touching the lens. No, and then like when like the movement we like kind of ran through a couple times of like me throwing the phone down basically, and he's just like collapsing on the bed with the phone or the camera. But yeah.
Yeah, I loved that she didn't use a phone.
Yeah.
I noticed that because they had the depth of field with the thumbs in the face. So.
It was fun. As soon as we rolled the dice last week, I was like, oh, what object? Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? And I was like, oh yeah, this thing that runs my life. Like, that's gotta be it.
Yeah, totally.
That's gotta be it, dude.
Yeah, totally. Yes, Jordan.
How did you get like the Siri to come on?
Yeah, so he said he was using his phone. He said, "Hey Siri," and then it would light up, and then we just like in post just took it out and then put our own thing in there basically. But it was like we were like, how the hell are we gonna do that?
Yeah,
like it was just gonna be a blank screen. I was like, we can't have that. That's just so sad.
It's super good that you had it like that. That added everything. So
it was fun.
That was cool. Yeah, sweet. Here we are. Wow! That's a good one.
Hell yeah, dude. That's sick.
Next is Ashley. That's a cool little room there.
Yeah, that's where I take my auditions.
Nice. What was the inanimate object?
Well, even though technically it's not an object, I wanted to do just color in general.
Oh, cool.
So that was like my motivation. But I guess I could say the color blocks on the door if I had to pick like an object.
Right.
So
cool.
Get around that.
I just realized that a camera could be the inanimate object from the perspective of it. It ends up being the POV rule. So you could do that. But I love the dancing, and I loved how you change genres and stuff like that and going in and out with that. So how did you film it and then also have the lights be changing too?
Yeah, so my friend, I taped her last night for an audition, so I was like, hey, can you just film me, like, running around this room? And she's like, okay. So I was just, that's kind of how that came about.
And how did the lights change while you're dancing? Were you program them?
No,
or is they like
I didn't really do anything with the lights. I just had
you
the
colored
one,
it?
Yeah, I colored it, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool, nice. I like that. That's, yes, Rachel.
It reminded me of that scene from Liebs where they're
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
it's
that's
cool.
Yes, James.
I'm just curious, either like just where did this come from, or like what does this mean to you?
Yeah, good question. Yeah, I mean, I spent time trying to figure out an object, and I kind of wanted to do something, I guess, more abstract.
Yeah.
And because at first I was thinking of like emotions or like something just intangible. And then, I don't know, I just kind of thought about like colors, and they affect so much of our moods and our personalities and just how we feel, and I just thought that was a cool concept of how powerful they can be and how reactive they can be. So, yeah, I just thought that would be kind of different to kind of go in that path. But yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I love
I don't
that.
know.
I saw Jay's hand?
Yeah, more of a comment. I just love seeing your work recently, exploring more of like chaotic emotion and stuff like that in your
Yeah.
work, and like kind of like the fun, positive stuff like branching out and everything.
Oh, thanks, Jay.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Truly. Yeah. Sweet. Here we are. Hey, that's kind of cool. The lights. Next is Beth.
And then they kiss.
That was fun. I didn't notice the eyeballs right away when the feet were moving, and then as soon as they stopped, I was like, "Oh, this is cool. I like how that was going." Did you mean to have the mouthful of lettuce on, or the
It's a bouquet.
branch?
It's a bouquet. It's just a little
Oh no! I thought the character was eating like a tree branch or something.
Did anybody else get it? Did you guys get it?
Okay, you know. I'm seeing if you're paying attention. Yes, thank you, Audrey. Get me out of this one.
I have a question. First, I think this is my favorite film I've seen you do.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Who was the little girl that was your actor?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she's one of my favorite kids ever. Her name's Zaina. I call her my neighbor, but I used to watch her all through the pandemic. And
You were hired to watch her.
Hired to watch her.
Okay.
I still call her my neighbor. We're buddies. We're buddies. She doesn't care about that. But yeah, so she, and honestly, I gotta say, the creativity of 6-year-olds just is like so fun to watch, because I was like, okay, you just have to make sure, and then you say, and then they kiss, and then you go, mwah, 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 really loudly, and she'd be like, okay, but then they go to a wedding, and they eat cake, and they do this, and they tap dance, and I'm like, yes. Okay, so I have like a bunch of takes where she just goes to town, and then she ends up wearing the shoes, and that was really cute. I really wanted to use it, but she kept looking at me the whole time.
Yeah.
Zaina.
Yes, Lucas.
Are you gonna keep the eyes on the shoes? Because I have eyes on some of my shoes.
So the guy is my friend Andrew, and I already gave his shoes back to him, and I did remove the googly eyes, but mine are still on there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yes, Emily.
Did you see everything everywhere all at once? Did you
No.
get the idea for the eyes for them?
No, actually, I wanted to thank you. This is I call this a proof of concept film.
Nice.
I had a script written about a pair of two pairs of googly-eyed shoes meeting on the subway in New York City. When I was living in Maryland, I used to go up there for a weekend every year, so I would just stay with college friends. Yep. And then so I had written a script of these two couples that they kind of have a connection, and then you see the connection through the shoes. And I texted to my friend who we did video classes together in university, and it kind of was like, I just want my time off to be my time off, and I don't want to do a film. So
Sure.
I was like, okay, script is long gone, but out of nowhere it came back into my consciousness for this
Nice.
prompt. Yeah.
Cool. Sweet. Well, here we are. Oh, that's cool.
Thank you.
Next is Malik. Yeah.
You having fun? Getting some food? Heck yeah, man. I'm having a great time. This is a wonderful day. We don't want to get you too full. Hey, this is absolutely fine. I am getting exactly what I need today. Thank you. You seem extremely happy today. Man, just like it's, It's, you know, there's something different. Premium. Man, he treats me so well and he doesn't even know it.
Great.
Great.
I am. Sorry. I forgot what I was going to ask. I really did. Thank you, Audrey. Thank you.
We were all laughing, so we missed the last line.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask.
It was something along the lines of he treats me so well and he doesn't even realize it. That actually happened to me. I spent over $125 on gas. I was just topping off.
Wow, that sucks. I noticed you weren't actually pulling it because you didn't have the budget.
It was full already.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's hard, expensive to film that kind of shot.
Extremely.
You know? Yeah. Yes. Any questions? Any other ones?
I thought the
yes.
So,
James.
I thought the what is that? I don't know what video game that sound effects from, but I thought it was
Mass Effect.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yes. Yeah. How recently?
It wasn't
happen?
too long ago, a couple weeks ago.
Oh man, damn. Cool. We'll start your GoFundMe for that one. Here we are.
Thank you.
Good work, Millie. I love his reaction. I guess that's what I have now. Next is Gea.
The power of Christ compels you. Give her back, please.
Yeah, I was gonna make something really wholesome like usual, and then I watched Stranger Things, and I was like, I'm just gonna push myself to do something really out of my comfort zone. But I love horror, so
nice.
Yeah, I'm just glad I did it.
Yeah. What was the inanimate object? Was it the book or?
It was that. It was like a box. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And who helped you on this one?
Okay, so Bryce helped me film,
Nice.
and then Joe and Hallie, who isn't here tonight, they acted as my dead bodies last minute, and then Joe provided the blood,
Nice.
and then it was filmed in Joe and Bryce's incredible apartment. So
Nice.
yeah,
I love that. When did you guys shoot that one?
we shot it last night at like 1 a.m.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that. Yes, Kevin.
So, blood over wood. Did you get that up?
It's a rental.
I think it cleaned up pretty easily, actually.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, since this was out of your comfort zone, did you have enough fun that you consider doing that on your next film?
Yeah, well, yes, I was wanting to try horror for a while, and I just said, okay, I'm just gonna go for it and whatever, and yeah. So hopefully I can do it in the future, and
Nice.
see what happens.
She's done a lot of different genres. You've debuted here, right? Like 6, 7 films ago?
It's been 7 maybe.
Yeah, 7.
8.
And you've hit like so many different genres. So
Thank
it's really
you.
cool. You're hitting all the emotions very well.
Thank you.
Yeah. James.
I loved just the direction of like the camera and the way that revealed the antagonist so much.
Yeah.
And then
Thank
also
you.
kudos to your friend for keeping her eyes open.
Oh yeah.
Acted as a dead body, and you can keep your eyes open for like 2 seconds.
It was a huge challenge for her, but I was so proud of her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many takes did you have to do for that one?
Like 5. It felt like 30, but like 5 or 6 maybe.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Here we are.
Oh, cool.
Next is James. He's an S1. He's an S1.
Has this ever happened to you? You're so excited to make a Kick the Ladder film, but then the dice gets rolled and you realize one of the rules is you can only use one cut, and then you're so freaking PO'd because you're like, how can I make a fully realized film with only one cut? Well, have I got something for you. Crossfade. You can use as many shots as you want because it wasn't a cut, it was a crossfade. Try and tell me I'm wrong. I'll just crossfade away. I'm on a mountain! I'm on the moon! I am the moon. I am crossfade. Not even Grayson can argue with that loophole, that legalistic bitch.
Oh, what about the inanimate object rule, though?
No problem, buddy. Camera, inanimate, shooting from its point of view. It's from the perspective of an inanimate object, which is a camera. Suck it, Grayson!
Please use crossfades responsibly. No cuts were used in the making of this film, which is from the point of view of a camera, which is an inanimate object.
So out of breath.
Still a little.
I feel like you made a film just so you could use your Heelys tonight.
You know, Isaac was in the attic a few weeks ago, or a few days ago. I was like, hey, you see my Heelys up there? I need them for Thursday. Yeah, I don't know.
So, first off, you're right to expose the inanimate object rule because that...
Sorry if I just ruined your rules.
I'm trying to work out the wording for the inanimate object one for people to put like an emotion on something, but...
With the exception of a camera.
Yeah.
Well, I came up with an idea earlier in the week that was like really fun, specifically related to an inanimate object, and I was gonna have Audrey DP it. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna write the script and then you can just shoot it however you want. And then I realized like, oh, I forgot about the one cut rule. So then that idea didn't work at all. Then I wrote a really great idea based off the one cut rule, and I forgot about the inanimate object part. So Brett and I were filming downstairs and he was like, hey, what about the inanimate object part? I was like, shit!
Oh, no.
And so we just like found a way around it like while we were filming, but.
Yeah. I do think you broke the cut rule because with the other ones where it's like exactly 2 people, you're supposed to use exactly 2 people. It's telling you what you're supposed to do. And not how, because it says exactly. Did you have any cuts?
I had one cut.
You had one cut in that. Okay.
I also, to make myself feel like I wasn't breaking the rule, I didn't even cut my clips like while I was editing them. Like I would take the whole thing, I'd put it down and I would just trim the sides, and then I'd put the whole thing and I would just trim the sides. So I never once cut anything except for my one cut.
Nice. Yeah. Can't argue with that. That's good. Yes, Grayson.
Oh boy, here it comes. Okay, so Brett actually wrote this. I came to him with the idea. I came to Brett with the idea of like, I just wanted to be like an infomercial about a crossfade. Like, have you ever heard of this before? So he just wrote it really fast, and then we shot it, and I gave him a little bit of direction on some of the bits. But yeah, so Brett wrote all the beats in that. So.
Nice. Sweet. Here we are. Hey, some flowers. Good work. Healy back home. Oh, watch it. Those are wheels on there. Next up, Bryce! Yeah!
Guys, I'm like super bored. What are we gonna do tonight? I want to do something that's like, different, interesting. Something that's just like fucking punk rock, whatever,
Like hardcore, man.
Yeah, like fucking normal, fucking punk shit.
And then normal punk shit. I can read your cards again.
Yeah.
Come play with me.
The doll can talk.
Hey, there he is! Bryce!
I found a little loophole for the walk-on song.
You just like appeared like... Yeah.
Like a teleporter right there.
Yeah, that's good.
But where's the champ?
Yeah. He just crossfaded up here. Yeah, so who helped you with this one?
Hallie did the filming. She's not here. And
Okay.
then Joanna and Gea were in it.
Nice.
So,
I like that one. Cool. Any questions or comments? Yes, Rachel.
Was that the Avenger symbol on your face?
No, it was like anarchy symbol. Like
You don't sound confident when you say that.
I don't know anything about punk. By the way, I don't think Rob Zombie is punk technically, so I don't know.
Yeah, I
but
don't think so either. Yeah.
It's even better. It's even better if they're posers though, and they're listening to not even punk. So
Lucas.
When you come up with an idea, do you usually start with the characters? I feel like you have like bad superhero, what's going on with them, punk posers, what's going on with them, and bad detectives. So usually how you approach writing something.
not for this one, but for the other ones, yes. Like the other ones, I wrote down like dumb detective or like bad superhero. But this one was like just kind of more like organically because we were filming pretty quickly, and it was like a doll. And I was like, what if we're all punks or something, and like something actually punk happens, and they like just freak the fuck out, like they're not punk at all. Like, so.
I think you mean goth. Is that
maybe goth?
Goth, I think, because they're putting on sunscreen.
I'm neither, so I don't know.
It's cool. Yeah, you're definitely. Oh yes, James.
Was this stuff on your body? Was that supposed to be tattoos?
Yeah.
An anarchy tattoo. So I've been told. Yeah.
The
Cool,
sunscreen was completely random. Yeah.
Here we are. Hey, a new house.
Hey, it's like a big house.
Got two left? Yeah. Next is Jeff. Yeah.
Keep a fire burning in your eye, and pay attention to the open sky. You never know what will be coming down. I don't remember losing track of you. You were always dancing in and out of view. I must have thought you'd always be around. Always keeping things real by playing the clown. How you're nowhere to be found.
I wish I'd let my heart speak.
I don't know what happens when people die. Can't seem to grasp it as hard as I try.
Whoa. Yeah, Jeff. Wow, I really love that. That's the second film he's ever made. How did you get the candle to stay lit the whole time? Did it actually do that, or did you have to light it?
Okay, so this is a bitch. Don't do this. Don't ever try to take a candle outside. I had to find the spot where there was not enough wind, where there was not wind.
Yeah.
It was like spot number 20 or something.
Oh, wow.
I went all over Piedmont Park trying to find a spot which didn't have wind. And it was not a windy day. Candles are not.
Yeah.
Outdoor candles, don't recommend.
Was that one take, or did you have to like come in with a lighter every once in a while? Just set it.
One time I came in with a lighter.
Nice. That was, I really like that. The last shot, how did you get that? Was that just a filter, or was that actually?
A flower pot camera inside.
That was so cool. I really like that. Yes, Paul.
Maybe just from the half deaf person. What was the last line you had?
The line I had?
Yeah.
I wish I had let my heart speak.
Yeah.
I wish I had let my heart speak. It's a little bit personal to me, but
Yeah.
it was like if you could say something to somebody who died.
Yeah.
And I had somebody specific in mind, and what was the thing that you wanted to say to them, and that was that.
Man.
And I was like, death is being the ultimate cut.
Yeah. Wow. Jeez. Second film. That was so good. Any other questions? Yeah, really great film. Here we are. Hey! Good work. Okay, last one, and then we have a special guest tonight. Next up is Joanna!
Why do you even try? Everybody thinks
Hey,
you're
Joanna, you dumb bitch.
You're dumb. You're stupid.
What?
Just give up. You suck.
Stop crying, you stupid cunt. You are the universe in ecstatic motion. Embrace your gift, your experiences, and your truth.
You say so.
Hold your head high. And move forward, dumbass. Now playing Mount Everest by Matt Ryan.
Mount Everest ain't got shit on me. Mount Everest ain't got shit on me. 'Cause I'm on top of the world.
Yeah! Joanna!
I had a bad week last week.
And you got it out with the film.
Yep.
Yeah, that was really. At first it was like I was trying to figure out like where it was, and I really liked how it made me feel. I didn't have the words. I'm sorry for stumbling around on that.
I feel like it kind of messed up the editing a little bit in the beginning, but it was supposed to be about the Alexa, and I my narration in my head jumped it, so I was like, dang it. But
How did you get it to light up every time, like when you're filming?
Same thing with yours. Bryce would just say Alexa, and then I had to go back and cut that bit out.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, with the audio, and then just add the own thing. So
Yes.
That's cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that. Yes, James.
Did I detect a crossfade?
Yeah! I was relieved when I saw your video. I was like, oh God, thank God. Okay.
Next time we roll this, it'll be all CrossFit. That's awesome. Cool. Yeah. Oh, Brett.
Did this feel cathartic for you, and could you speak into that at all?
Yes, because I thought it was kind of funny, so that made it a lot better. And I'm like, okay, well, at least because it was kind of dark, so I was like, I like to make fun of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was. But then I was also surprisingly really nervous, more nervous than I had been on the first time I showed one here.
Oh.
And I think that was because it was more vulnerable.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. Sweet. Here we are. Oh, did I?
It spoke to me, that's all.
Oh, cool.
That's
Thank you.
Yeah. Sweet. Here we are.
Oh.
Next, we have a special guest. So now at the KTL Show, we're having a special guest every week. Somebody that's made a KTL film, people that are part of the community that just kind of want to showcase something that's that they've been doing in film. So this is our next special guest, which is Jordan Patrick. Yeah, if you want to come up. Yeah, Jordan. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about what we are going to see.
Yeah, so I shot for this TV show called Candy on Hulu. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's with Jessica Biel and Melanie Loninsky. I can't say her last name. So I shot this the very end of 2021, and then I came back for another episode in 2022. I actually got COVID.
Oh.
Yeah, I went to before I went to set, I got tested. And in the morning I was like, man, I kind of feel bad. I looked at my test and it was positive. And I was like, oh God, I was like, I lost my job. You know?
Oh man.
Thankfully they rescheduled to a whole month later. But I was like, yeah, I know. I was like,
was that
so
coincidental,
sweating.
or was that was it for you, or what was it? Did they reschedule for you, or did they just coincidentally reschedule?
No, they were scheduled for me. Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, I had already shot one episode, so I feel like I was kind of locked in. Otherwise, I was like, they would have replaced me on.
Oh, wow.
But yeah. So I'm so grateful that it came out, and it came out fast, and it was just a really fun experience.
Yeah. Let's show the clip, and we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
So here we are.
Good morning, Ron. How are we today?
Reverend
Ron. I'm so sorry. That old habit is a doozy.
Mrs. Montgomery, I prefer if you knock.
I just thought I'd pop in to see if possibly you were going to make an appearance today, because this is our last day and we haven't seen you yet.
I think Vacation Bible School is best left to the mothers, don't you?
No, I do not. Jack used to come and pray and sing.
Reverend Ponder's no longer with this parish.
Yes. Oh, Sherry Kleckler and I just started a decorating business. The Cover Girls. We could really help you out with all this.
Oh, but the one thing I do know is I do not want a feminine touch. Has everyone had a chance to review my proposal?
Yes, we read it. 10 grand. Are you nuts?
It is a rather high number.
The parsonage is in bad shape. The toilet needs replacing. There's exposed insulation coming out of a hole in the paneling.
Well, this isn't the Ewing Ranch. We all work on our own homes.
Maybe it'd be more helpful if we went through the items one by one.
Would you like me to suggest what I think you should do with the items one by one?
Yeah, it's nice not to be shit on anymore. Those two ladies, they didn't like me too much. So.
Oh, in the film?
In the film. And in real life, they hated me. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. Well, I'm curious. So for that, what direction did the director give you for the character? Or did you come up with the character in the sense of how it's portrayed and all that stuff? So
Yeah. I mean, it definitely gave some sort of information about who Reverend Ron was. He's a young reverend. It was a real guy who survived because it's a real story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that happened. I won't ruin the show, but Jessica Biel does something bad. And so, I had a character description, and I was auditioning, and actually, my girlfriend Samantha, she's from Alabama, and I'm from Wisconsin. And so she kind of helped me out with that, that southern passive aggressiveness.
Oh, nice.
And the accent as well. So I feel like it was actually fun working on it. The direction that the director gave me, it was just kind of okay, so for this, be more aggressive or be more passive aggressive. Or like, you know what I mean?
Like sliding the scale from like passive
Yeah, exactly. He was sliding the scale for sure.
I really like that.
Yeah.
I like how you like looked at her through the side of your eye like the whole time. Like it wasn't you weren't looking at her like face. It was just I don't know why I liked that the first time I saw it, and even the second time it was really weird, unique touch.
Thanks.
Yes,
I appreciate it.
Audrey.
Yeah. So how many takes did you get to do for each setup?
So, for the first one, I guess they had coverage on me, coverage on her, and then they had, I don't know, it had to have been like 15?
Oh, nice.
14?
I love that.
Yeah, it was a good amount. I mean, like, we went through that scene quite a bit.
Yeah.
Whose coverage did they do first? Hers?
They did hers first, yeah. Nice. And then for the other one, they were like, all right, we're strapped for time. We're going to shoot this real fast. So that one was probably like more like 10.
Yeah.
But it's a quicker scene, too.
And you said one of those is the first day of filming for the whole show?
Yeah,
is
so that
right?
first one was the first day of filming, so it was cool to be on set and be like, all right, we're starting this, you know?
Nice.
Which is, I think, very rare, you know?
Where did that fall in the day for you? Like, were you like later or pretty early?
No, it was midday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's cool.
It was like 2 o'clock.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes, James.
Other than just scale of like how many people are involved, what would you say is like the biggest difference in making like film at like in that sort of context compared to just like what we do here?
So definitely the making of film, opinions, because there are a lot of people on set. There's producers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and being an actor, being like a co-star that like comes on for like, you know, certain days, I also don't get to see exactly what the direct, because they're in Video Village.
Right.
So it's like the director, the producer, whoever's hanging out over there. So they're going over stuff. So I don't get to be a part of that as much. So for me, I'm kind of like, this is great. I'm here, I'm getting paid, and I'm just gonna like do the best job and try to play to the same level that these stars are playing at.
You did a great job.
Thanks.
It should be really
Yeah.
cool. Yes.
Where'd you guys shoot it?
Austell, Georgia.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and both were shot at that church.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, Joanna.
Did like acting with somebody like so recognizable like trip up your acting at all, or?
No, not really. And I think because like, you know, I came in and like I knew my lines. If anything, it was more exciting, like because I was like, you know, like get to play with like, you know, an actress who's been working in the industry for years, and I'm like, this is so cool, you know. So no, not yet.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there will. You know, I'm hoping to have a day where I'm just like, fuck, this is crazy.
Yeah.
You know, or like, you know, I like. It's so starstruck, but
that's
hopefully.
Cool. Yes.
I know that you said that they did her coverage first, so when they were doing your coverage, was she still behind the camera? Oh, wow, okay.
Nice. Yeah. Both ladies and all the actors on set.
That's great.
And I think that's a great habit to have.
Yeah.
As an actor.
Yeah.
It's like, because even though it's this, like, you still got to be like giving them. You know what I mean? Because they're going to get the best performance. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, for anyone that doesn't know, sometimes you can have a stand-in. So when you do the reverse coverage, you could have just somebody that, you know, like people have their stand-in person that's the same height, same kind of hair. And so sometimes the actors will just work with a stand-in or something like that.
Yeah.
Stuff. Yeah, that kind of stuff. So, yes.
Just what's something that you learned, or maybe an unexpected takeaway from the experience?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know, I feel like I really worked on my Southern accent for it. And being in Georgia for 5 years, it's about time.
Yeah.
Amen, brother.
Amen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say that, and also just kind of like, you know, every time I'm on set and when I'm working with someone who I really look up to, it's always like looking at their work ethic and the way they approach it, and I'm like, oh, okay, you know, even if it's just like tiny details of just like how they compose themselves and you know, how they're acting when it's not their coverage, right? Like it's little stuff like that where you know, it's always great to take in.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, great work.
Thanks.
Be really proud.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Thanks, y'all.
Cool. Watch Candy. It's on Hulu. There's actually 4 KTL people that are in that film. We were watching and we're like, oh my God, that person. Just it kept going. So, well, anyway, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for coming and supporting the film. This is really exciting. I love that we just got to watch 21 films that were made this week. So thanks for being here. Feel free to hang out after. We're here all night. And also don't forget to pay. That really helps what we're doing here. So thank you so much. Have a good one, everyone.